Hey guys, Dan Force here. Hope all is well. Really happy to be part of this collaboration, so thank you for having me, guys. Fall 2012 casual scent. Let's hop right into it. Yves Saint Laurent Homme. Love the scent. Certainly reminds me of fall. Not to mention it has very good longevity and it accomplishes something I refer to as masculine projection. So a lot of points for all that stuff. Yves Saint Laurent is my casual scent, whereas my night out scent is actually quite formal, but it certainly befits the fall. That is Christian Dior Ambre Nuit from the private line. A bit pricey, but if you're wearing a suit and tie or are simply dressed up and want to smell elegant, classy, mature during the fall, fantastic choice in my opinion. Finally, in terms of the fragrance that whatever I want sort of a fragrance to choose, those of you who know me well know what this is going to be. Christian Dior's Bois d'Argent. It's the only fragrance I actually bother to try to pronounce correctly. As Tom put it, the most ethereal, gorgeous scent, exceptional longevity, exceptional projection, the most compliments I've gotten out of any fragrance I've ever worn, and also perfect for the fall. Alright guys, those are my picks. It is my absolute privilege to introduce the next guy.
What's going on, Distinguished Gent here. Brandon doing my top picks for fall 2012. And I have two casual and two night out scents. We'll kick it off with the casual first. Coming up, number one, I'll be wearing this a lot, is Amouage Reflection Man. Sweet, almost musky, clean type vibe off the top. It dries down to a nice tonka bean and sandalwood type smell. Second in line for my casual scents will be Cristobal by Balenciaga. Very nice scent, very sweet gourmand type vibe. Got some coffee in there, dries down to a tobacco and vanilla type scent. Very nice. And for my night out, starting off with number one, will be none other than Dior Homme Intense. Very nice iris, and then it dries down to a nice cocoa. Very nice scent. And my second and last set for my night out top picks will be by number 9, New Haarlem. Breakfast type vibe off the top, and it dries down to a nice coffee and woody type vibe. Very nice. So those are my picks for fall 2012. Now I'm going to send it off to one of my Pacific Northwest natives and a friend of mine, Victoria, OMG. Take it away.
Hello, it's Victoria with OMG. Fall is my favorite season, and I consider most of my fragrances to be fall fragrances. For fall 2012, I predict that I'll be wearing a lot of Bvlgari Omnia. This is the original. It's gorgeous, one of my favorite mainstream perfume launches ever. It's a dreamy, creamy, spiced chai tea. Absolutely beautiful. I also will be wearing, I have a full bottle on the way and I can't wait, is Providence Perfume Company Cocoa Tuberose. This is an all-natural perfume with the lift of tuberose, the earthiness of cocoa, and something that smells like cherry pipe tobacco. Absolutely gorgeous to wear when the weather gets chilly. So yes, that's what I predict I'll wear for fall 2012. This is Victoria, thank you for watching, and I'll smell you later.
Hey everyone, Raj here. For my casual fall or autumn fragrance, I'm going to go with L'Occitane's Eau de Vetiver. I think this is just a classic men's fragrance, really well done, balanced, good value. You have a nice smooth vetiver note in there, nothing intense, a touch of spice and a touch of woods. Makes this a fragrance which is very easy to reach for. L'Occitane's Eau de Vetiver. My night out selection is going to be Idole de Lubin from the house of Lubin. The bottle design is crazy here, and when I want a night out fragrance, I want it to be something memorable, something special, and this is it. This has an intense top note of rum absolute, followed by a saffron and sugary woody dry down. A really great selection. Idole de Lubin from Lubin. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Hi Fume Tubers, I have two fragrances that I'm really excited to recommend to you for this fall. And the thing that's great about both of them is that they're pretty versatile. So I think that you could wear either of them for daytime or nighttime, depending on how you apply, where you apply, how crazy you go with the trigger finger. So for my daytime pick, it is Bel Antonio by Hilda Soliani. Hilda Soliani is an Italian perfumer with a niche line, and I think that Bel Antonio is probably the best one out of the line just in terms of sophistication and being ahead of the pack on top of its genre. Now the genre is the very popular masculine combination of a bittersweet coffee and a very dry, unlit tobacco. This is not one of those big, gushy, sweaty, sweet, creamy coffee, tobacco frappuccinos along the lines of Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. This is much drier, it's worldlier, it's leaner, I think it's more confident, more contemporary, and when you wear it, you don't smell like a person who's trying too hard to impress people. It's not one of those announcing yourselves 20 feet before you enter the room kind of fragrances. And for that reason, I think it's great for work, great for the office, great for days out. It's also very yummy, but in an adult sort of way. So I think that this is one of these things that is off the beaten track. You're not going to smell like a lot of other people, and you're going to smell good. So that's always important. So for my nighttime pick, I selected one by Frederic Malle. It's called Geranium pour Homme. And as you can tell by the name, it involves geranium, which is surprisingly minty. And indeed, when you first smell it, you get this big blast of mint and musk. And mint is a great way to convey freshness and to have this sort of very clean briskness about you that isn't that typical sweet melon fragrance or that sneezy peppery smell or that kind of typical masculine lemony bergamot. It's something just a little less common and so pleasing. And quickly you get into the musk and then this great sandalwood, and that musk sandalwood dry down goes on forever. I mean, that just stands the test of time. And the geranium itself has elements of lemon, and it has elements of rose in it, so it almost gets into a little bit of an oriental aspect along with this freshness. And it's a very wet, big fragrance, has a lot of throw, so definitely works for when you want more of a manifesto fragrance, but equally because of that sandalwood and the sensuality in the fragrance, if you apply a little bit less, it does translate into a glorified skin scent. So I think that Geranium pour Homme is a fragrance that is really out of the ordinary. There's not, I can't really think of anything out there that smells like it, that is reminiscent of it, and it's gorgeous. It just really reads as something that's sophisticated and at the same time, and you can't beat that. I'm Katie Puckrick, and I smell.
Oh, hey. You caught me in the middle of an enormous cup of tea, which is kind of autumnal of me, I guess, even though it's like boiling outside today in the middle of September. These are my recommendations for fragrances for the autumn. My first one is going to be the Night Out fragrance. It's a new one in my collection. I bought it only recently. This is Le Petit Robe Noire, or The Little Black Dress by Guerlain. It's all about cherries and spices and other delicious stuff, and it's just really, really good. I know it's kind of a girly bottle, but I'm convinced that both men and women can pull this off. So if you're out there and you're a guy or whatever, you know, try it out, give it a go, see what you think. I think it's great. My casual fragrance for the autumn is going to be Eau Sauvage Parfum by Christian Dior. I did a review of this recently, and I just think it's a total Swiss Army knife of a fragrance. I think it can be casual, formal, I think it's day-night, I think it's pretty much any occasion, and I think it's really good for casual wear. It's all about vetiver and myrrh, and it's a little bit of vanilla in there and smokiness and a little bit of the old Eau Sauvage character in it. So yeah, I think that's a really good casual fragrance. And my kind of wild card, my personal recommendation, what I'm going to be wearing maybe during the autumn a little bit more, is another Christian Dior. I've also done a review of it. It's the Oud Ispahan from the Privé collection. It is just a really beautiful rose oud fragrance, and I think it's got an amazing, very unique character, and I think it's going to be really good fun to sniff at it during the autumn. So yeah, so those are my autumn recommendations. So yeah, ciao, bye bye.
Guys, here from the Netherlands, I give you my opinion about the best fall scents. The casual one and the night out one. First, I have the casual one. It's a special one. It's from Guerlain. It's Habit Rouge. It's a really beautiful smoky scent, but with some leather notes in it and some basil. It's a little bit strange, but you will like it, especially when it's like a fresh day in fall, and then it develops really beautiful. The second one is Guerlain L'Instant Extreme. It's this one. If you buy this one, you will never be disappointed. It's deep, smoky, it has a little bit that Lapsang Souchong tea. And if you would ask what's my choice for the best, I prefer this one. This is the best for fall. And I'll see you next time.
What's going on, everybody? Ashgun here. What's more casual than wearing an international bestseller? Acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani is the epitome of laid back. It works great in this transitional phase of weather, and it is always a hit with men, women, boys and girls, clowns of all ages. Next, we have The Night's Staying Cooler Longer, so I busted out the big guns with 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. Since it rarely gets anywhere near freezing here in San Francisco, less is more for me in 1 million. Now, when I want to strut my stuff and be laid back at the same time, I layer the two for Acqua di Million. You see what I did there? With about a 2-to-1 ratio, I'm able to get the citrusy pepper notes of the top from this guy and the blood orange notes from this guy to hold it down. Stay fragrant, y'all. Deuces.